Welcome back to John Kleis Car's YouTube channel. This is a Skoda Yeti this video is all about. If you have a Skoda Yeti, you know how much you love them. But unfortunately, what you don't love is, let me go grab it, this piece of trash right here, which always seems to go wrong, unfortunately. And VW Audi Group seem to want a lot of money for this, about 2 grand, I think. It's not worth obviously buying a brand new one. You can get them repaired. However, our customers come in because they want a replacement, which is the replacement right here, which we'll just run through very shortly. It is indeed the ever so popular Kenwood DMX8021, where you get not 1, not 2, but 3-year warranty on this unit, so good peace of mind. Now I'm going to turn it on and show you, because it looks really nice when it's fitted, when it's off. As you can see, we use a flush fit fascia, which goes round the unit nice and neatly. The unit goes in first, fascia goes on last, means you don't get the Kenwood trim going around the radio. It's extremely flush fitted. We have the Skoda logo come up, which we've put on ourselves. Nice little touch. The unit has been changed to a green illumination on the bottom, which you can have it in any colour whatsoever, but the reason why you want it green is because all the lights on the Skoda Yeti are green as well, so it keeps it in keeping. DAB radio, it's got built in. You've got your presets on the right, you can save up to 15, for example. If you want to go for your DAB listing on this one, you just push the magnifying glass and it will then find the stations in alphabetical order, just like so. You get a lot of stations because this actually had factory DAB as standard, so it's got a nice roof aerial on the roof, meaning you get tons and tons of DAB stations. I'd like to think you get more than the factory one, but who knows? If I go back to the beginning, let's get a phone connected for wireless CarPlay. So I push the unit on there, it's going to make it visible. I then go into my settings on my phone, go to Bluetooth, and then we're going to scroll down devices, we're going to find the unit, which is the DMX8021 like that. You hit pair, you hit allow. It's going to go through the relevant requests and just hit yes on everything. Once you've done this, it will not ask you this every time you get in the car, by the way. It's automatic. Let's turn classic FM down. So as long as you leave Bluetooth and Wi-Fi on your phone will automatically connect. Wait a few seconds and then what's going to happen is Apple CarPlay is going to come on just like so. Now the customer's got Apple CarPlay. So we've got Apple Maps, we've got Google Maps, we've got Waze navigation, we've even got TomTom if you pay for it. You can have WhatsApp, all the music apps you could possibly want, like Spotify, Deezer, Tidal and Apple Music. You have internet radio apps, so if you ever run out of DAB reception, you can use apps like Virgin Radio, Rayo, Radio Player and Global Player, and even BBC Sounds if you like BBC stations. Very easy to use unit, the DMX8021. This customer also had the factory parking sensor option, so if you've got a Skoda Yeti and you've got front and rear parking sensors, you will know that you will get parking sensors on the screen. So when I put it in reverse, I'm probably going to have to, it's probably quicker to go forward actually. I want to show you the sensors, but I'm not actually near anything behind me. So if I go forward towards this gate obstacle in front of me, what will happen? As you see, the front sensors will come on as they would on the original one. And then as you get closer and closer, the bars get bigger and bigger until they eventually flatline and go red. Same you'll get on the rear one as well if you had obviously rear sensors, but there's nothing behind me as you can see. So that's why I'm just using the front sensors to give you an example of the sensors. If you had a factory parking camera, that would also work. And then what would happen is you'll get that image of the parking sensors just to the right of you on the screen. It's also linked to the heated controls as well. So as you adjust the heated controls, that comes up on the display and all. Even if you hit the heated seat button, the actual seat goes dark red, medium red and light red depending on hot temperature. Real nicely interface. It's properly integrated into this unit, just like the original one was. It's the best sort of option we have for the actual Skoda Yeti. All your steering wheel controls will still work, so volume up and down, track up and down, answer and hang up calls as well. Factory USB port, if you're wondering about that. What we do on that, we actually just take the USB-A, old-fashioned USB out, and we mount the new Kenwood USB-C in its place, then you get faster charging as well. All updates are done via that. You don't have to plug your phone in for Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, it's wireless, but you can plug it in if you want so it charges at the same time. It's a good unit. DMX8021, Skoda Yeti. My name is Connor. I hope that walkthrough was enough on this. If there's anything more you want to see on this platform, we'll try and remember for the next one, but please actually drop a comment so we know what you want more of. But for now, we'll see you soon. See you later. Goodbye.